Texas versus Ohio State, a rematch of that Cotton Bowl semifinal playoff collision where the Buckeyes survive. Both replacing a lot of stars from those teams. Both expect to contend for a championship this season. Welcome to the Old Horseshoe in the banks of the Olentangy, the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on last year's national champions, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Herbstreit. Let's get this thing underway. Longhorns will kick this away to get us going. Fields it just outside the goal line. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. So the Ohio State Buckeyes offense comes onto the field for the first time today. And Kirk, we've seen some high-profile freshman running backs come out and make an instant impact. This guy has that kind of ability. See what kind of a start he can get off to.
It's just rare to see a guy who's built like this, and he's a true freshman. My gosh, we cannot wait to see him get started here today.
Ball handed off. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for their offense.
Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Finally, they get him. A great tackle by the cornerback. Not easy with that size difference. And at fourth down, they'll punt it away here. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. The Longhorns offense makes their way onto the field for their first possession. Kirk, not often these days you see a matchup as good as this between two elite running backs, two guys with a focal point of the offense.
And talking to them this week, you know they are both hyped up to go against each other, both looking for bragging rights. Can't wait to see who ends up playing better.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Play action here on first down. Lets it go quickly. He makes the grab. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Chris, what a play here by this receiver for a big gain for Texas. And you think back over the years with Texas going back decades, I always think about running backs and, of course, quarterbacks. But there have been some receivers, Roy Williams and Devin Duvernay, guys like that. There have been others. But, man, plays like this is what you love to see. And kind of creating that new legacy for Texas of having elite receivers.
Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Oh, and he cannot quite hold on down there in the end zone. Would have been a great pick. Instead, a third down play coming up.
Boy, not only did they drop what looked like an interception in their own end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum in their favor.
Scanning the field, it's Manning. Defense is coming after him. Catch made on the left side. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Longhorns will line up to punt it away. The punt bounces and goes out of bounds right near the 30-yard line. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive?
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Using his legs, it's Donaldson. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go. Fans around the country got their eyes on this matchup. This is going to be fun. It doesn't happen often enough in college football, an early season collision of top 5 teams.
Yeah, you'd love to see a test early in the year for the players and the coaches because you find out all that work you put in the summer. You think you got a good football team, and now you get a chance to go up against one of the top teams in the country. I'm just glad we're here to witness it.
The Buckeyes will send the punt team onto the field, and he'll kick it away now for the second time. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. They came up empty in the last possession, forced to punt it away, and they begin to click now. The tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6. The offense going very heavy, bringing in more blockers. And here's the handoff. The senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Dropping back, it's Manning. Lets it fly to the wideout. It's nearly picked off. He couldn't hold on to it. Don't expect that from such a reliable defender. Brings up 4th down now. The Longhorns will bring their punt team onto the field. Looking to kick it away for the second time. This one will be fair caught. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. They're going to run it here, and they'll stop him after a short gain. Well, Texas and Ohio State, the last time a part of college football history, of course, that classic collision in the Cotton Bowl. Jack Sawyer with the strip sack and scoop and score, the decisive play in an unforgettable football game.
Yeah, one of those big games that you can remember, maybe 2 or 3 plays being the difference in the game. You mentioned a play by Jack Sawyer, of course, at the end of the first half. The screen pass to Trevion Henderson. It looked like Ohio State was just trying to not turn the ball over. High percentage throw, ends up going for a touchdown. So the Buckeyes made the plays when they had to be able to get out of there with a win. And anytime you put these two teams on the field together, a ton of NFL talent and athletic ability. Let's see how this one plays out.
The Longhorns offense takes the field. Last time was a quick 3-and-out. Can they get a drive going this time? Here comes a first down pass attempt. Swarmed with a pass rush, a sack.
Well, the reality with any screen pass is they usually take a little bit of time to develop. And though they often can hit big, sometimes they take too long to cook up. And sometimes you can get sacked.
2nd and long for this offense after the sack. And with nobody open, he chooses to just throw it away. After that incompletion, it's 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Fires it to the wideout. Very tight coverage. It's incomplete on the deflection. The Longhorns bring their punt team onto the field. See if he can make something happen with the return. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, if he would have stayed on his track and stayed more to the inside, I think that play opens up for a nice gain. Instead, he's looking for the big play, bounces it to the outside, and there's just too much speed on that defense.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. On the move now. And they'll just throw it away now. Couldn't make anything happen, and that's now going to bring up 4th down. The Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. First play of the drive now coming up from the 29. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. That's caught. It's Baxter. Oh, what a cut, and still going. He'll earn the first down, but pay for it with a hard hit. The defense showing blitz here. They'll run it from the gun. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Looking to throw. It's Manning. He's running out of time here. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They get him down, but not before he gets to the plus 38. That's good execution of the pitch and catch to pick up the first down there. Nice conversion.
A really nice conversion here. To me, the route is what separated this play. The fact that he's able to get to this point downfield, and by the time he turned around, that ball is on him. So nice route and nice hands there to be able to pick up the first down. Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
And the defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first quarter of play. Getting set for the second quarter here. Both offenses searching for a spark. They didn't do much in the first quarter at all. Begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this third down. Try and muscle for the first down. They stop him behind the line. That'll set up fourth down now. So here comes the kicking team on the field. They'll settle for 3. We'll see if he's got the leg from 49 yards out. Oh, and he's off target. It's no good. And with that miss, the score will stay right where it is. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. This group was coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? And the runner brought down right at the 38-yard line.
It's a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early downs. You stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the second and third down coming up.
One of those critical third down plays coming up. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Back to throw. It's Sayin. It's complete. Breaking free at midfield. It's a huge gain down to the 16 in one play. They've suddenly become a threat to score. This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, handoff inside. The running back has been busy today, but not much to show for it. The defense all over him again.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. End zone ahead, and he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
Good job dealing with the footing. PAT is good. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. And the Longhorns offense takes the field. The last drive was a little demoralizing. They stalled and then missed a field goal. Defense looking to bring heavy pressure here. He'll hand it off. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss.
I tell you, this defense continues to just be physical at the line of scrimmage. Offense can't do anything on the ground, and by doing that, this defense is allowing their defensive front to get pressure on the quarterback. Every time they drop back to throw, they become a one-dimensional offense.
They wrap him up after the completion just short of the first down marker.
This is why running the football is so important. Run the ball, and if you go play action, it affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
He is stuffed at the line. It's going to bring up fourth down. Longhorns will send their punt team onto the field. And that sets up a return. And he's going to get run out of bounds after a small pickup on the return. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. Back to pass. It's Sayin. Caught over the middle. It's Tate. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
That completion makes it second and medium. And the quarterback dropping back. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
Defensive ends are tough to slow down for offensive linemen. They have the size, they have the speed, they have the athletic ability, and here the awareness to come up with a sack. Good play.
So here comes third and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. It's incomplete, broken up nicely. Now there is a flag on the play back in the offensive hit area. So the offense obviously will decline the penalty and take the result of the play. Buckeyes will have to kick this away. Hunter getting a workout here, on for the 5th time today. This will be fair caught at the 30. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Hands off to the left. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
Grab down the middle. It's Moore. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Let's stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Hunter has been very busy so far. Can they finally convert here on third down? Dropping back. It's Manning. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. What a catch! He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now. The Longhorns will line up to punt it away. Ball lands right at the 1-yard line and bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. So the first play of the drive here coming up, less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Now they're running on the toss. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Defense swarms him on that first down play. Now they come up 2nd and 15 after the loss. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Looking for his big tight end. And it's incomplete again. 4th down coming up. The Buckeyes will have to punt this one away. And here's the fair catch by the return man. The first play of this drive now, they're set up at the 34. To the air, it's Manning. Looking to set up a screen pass here. A quick shoot. Defense makes the tackle, but that screen produces a pretty solid gain. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. The offense bracing here for a heavy blitz. Inside deals now from the shotgun. The running back has been busy today, but not much to show for it. The defense well over him again. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. The pass rush closing in. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So that offensive penalty will be declined, but the defense, they're happy to take the result of that play. Longhorns will bring their punt team on the field now. And here's the return. And the returner will be brought down. So about 30 seconds to go in the first half. They'll come up on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Caught over the middle. It's Jackson. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball for 31.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
First down. Looking to throw the football. Caught behind the line. It's Jackson. They stop him after a 6-yard gain. So 2nd and 4. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Good time here to drop this screen in by the offensive coordinator. And a nice job by the running back being able to pick up some positive yards here on this play.
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Dropping back. It's Sayin. Taking a deep shot here to the right. And he's got it for a huge gain. Blocked down at the 30. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. As the first down is still going. The offense calls a timeout here. That's their 3rd and final of the half. So just before halftime here, out comes the field goal unit. Net kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. And then they add to their lead. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Columbus for an entertaining first half than you?
The Buckeyes will kick this away to get the second half going. They're returning from inside the 10-yard line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. The passing game effective in the first half. Let's see if they keep it going or if the defense has made adjustments trying to protect the lead here.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Second down after that run in the previous play. QB keeper all the way. Longhorns pick up enough for a first down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. The back's got it. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking downfield, it's Manning. The pocket breaking down. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
The Longhorns pick up first down yardage to keep the drive going. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss of a play.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Out of the gun now on third down. Looking for a man deep down the left side. And the deep shot falls incomplete. But wait, there is a flag on the play, so we'll check that out. Costly. Qualifies the play, backs him up 10 yards. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but it is third down and long. Out of the gun now on third down. Catch hauled in here over the middle. Defense will stop him after about a 9-yard gain. It'll bring up fourth down. Longhorns will line up to boot it away. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Pressure is coming. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
One way to slow down a very gifted quarterback is to be able to get pressure on him. Right now, the defense coordinator is doing a great job of mixing up the looks, and the defense is winning the line of scrimmage, and I think it's really impacting this quarterback's rhythm.
A solid run, good for first down yardage. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Short throw complete to the tight end. They bring him down after a short gain there.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
That completion makes it second and medium. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Caught near the sticks. It's Tate. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. Buckeyes come to the line to set a fresh set of downs. On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Quarterback looking to scramble. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Caught near the sticks. It's Tate. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. So the holding penalty in the offense backs him up 10 yards. Here's the second down play. Throwing off play action. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
He just has to be protected better than that. He's the guy who can shift the tenure of a game. It's the offensive line's job to ensure he's kept clean.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete. The Buckeyes will bring their punt team onto the field.
Number 42,
Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain on the return. The Longhorns offense takes the field. Which offense can get it going first? This one has been a struggle so far. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. Now they test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Defense showing blitz here. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Offense recovers the fumble. He keeps going.
Boy, did they dodge a bullet right there. So fortunate to recover their own fumble. I don't know how that ball bounced in their favor.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on third and long. To the air. It's Manning. Looking for the wideout. Oh, and he can't quite hold on. A great chance for their first interception here today. But it's going to bring up fourth down. Longhorns will have to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They're trying to build on their lead. They were forced to punt on the last possession. Here's the handoff. They'll tackle him at the 27.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Grab near the sticks. It's Tate. He'll be taken down, but a penalty flag on the field. Holding penalties can be the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it stalls this one. Important second down play coming up. Play action fake. Looking to throw. Short pass finds the tight end. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain. That's the tight end flexed out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kurt.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
They stop out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
For this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on third down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. Offense moving backwards after that holding penalty. It's not the way you want to start. First down and 20 now. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Looking to pass. It's Sayin. Running out of time in the pocket. A short completion to the tight end. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Grabbed by the receiver. That's a quick tackle, but they pick up solid yardage on that short throw. Challenging play for the offense. They face 3rd and long here from their own 43. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Finds his man. It's Porter. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. So the offense will decline the penalty and just take the result of that play. The Buckeyes will line up to kick it away. It's a low punt, won't travel very far. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. Defensive coordinator looking to bring some pressure. Off the play fake, looking to throw. The tight end has got it, and they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first. A new set of downs after that completion. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. He shreds the tackle. He shows off the juking ability, but not much room to run. It's a short gain. Takes the handoff. It's Baxter. Brought down after a short gain. That'll wrap up the 3rd. Well, Ohio State has the lead here, Kirk. We've reached the end of the 3rd. Time is running out to cut into this lead. Let's check out the game stats before we go on. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Manning. Pass is incomplete, but there's a flag. This is a big call coming up. Obviously, the defense will decline that penalty on the offense and take the result of that play. So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on 4th down. And he drops back in the gun. Fires it to the wideout. The pass is incomplete. That's a big stop with his defense on 4th down. On the handoff, they'll test the right side here. Gets the first and still running. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line and the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense in their run fits. They're holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
I know the toss play begins with a guy taking a snap, he turns it around, he flips it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is can they set the edge as an offense? Whether it's an offensive tackle, a tight end in that same direction, where they want to run the ball. Because if they can do that, you get the result that you want just like this. If you don't, oftentimes the play is blown up right at the line of scrimmage.
3rd and short to try to pick it up on the ground. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down and inches. The decision is not to go for it on 4th down. Here comes the field goal team. Oh, and he missed it. The kick is no good. And the lead remains 10 after that miss.
Now that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. And now you can see he's hanging his head. That poor kicker.
Pre-snap motion from the offense. On 1st down, it's play action. Quick throw to his receiver. He's got it with room to run. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air. So this offense is threatening now. Ball inside the 40 after that explosive play. Play action fake, looking to throw. He's got it in the open. Touchdown, Texas. He broke away, and they couldn't catch him.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. Oh,
and it's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. So after his PAT was blocked, the kicker is out there again to boot it away. Looks like the returner will try and field this one. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. Will hand it off. They'll tackle him at the 27. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll hand it off. And the freshman brings him down quickly.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense that has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
And this defense has had a great game today. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've done a nice job of taking the run game completely away, making it a lot easier to zero in on that quarterback in the pass game.
Defense surrounds it. Just a short gain on that completion.
A fourth quarter down by a couple of scores. This offense doing everything they can to not just score points, but do it in a hurry, try to preserve the clock. Here, they're tackled in bounds. They don't pick up a first down.
Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Interesting call here by the defense in their dime set with 6 defensive backs. Instead of manning up and applying pressure on the receivers, they sit back, make it tougher on the quarterback, make him have to read their zone coverage. He gets confused and allows the defensive line to get to the quarterback.
Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. And it'll be Smarter right at the line for no gain.
Chris, good job here on that stop, but remember the ball is inbounds and the clock keeps moving here late in the game and you're trailing. As a defense, you got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all 3 to use, but what point are you going to start putting those into play?
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. The receiver makes the catch. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there. First and 10 play coming up. Grinding away on the ground. They stop him after a 6-yard gain. So second and 4. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. The Buckeyes pick up enough yardage for a first down. Handoff here from the shotgun. First down, looking for more now. And the tackle is made, but the offense now is set up. First and goal from the 9. Defense calls their third and final timeout of the half now. Keep it on the ground on first and goal. The offense able to fall on it and avoid the turnover. Got lucky that time.
Oh, the defense misses out on an opportunity, just what they needed. Ball's on the ground, unable to recover it.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout as this offense tries to work the clock and preserve this lead. So getting nothing on first down makes it second and goal from the 8. He'll hand it off. Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2.
All right, here we go. This is really it. And the defense knows that if the offense is able to score here, it's essentially over. It's mano-a-mano at the line of scrimmage. Let's see which side can gain the most leverage.
They try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. He's going to lose ground on the run, and now it brings up 4th down.
And that is just a great job by this defense on 3rd down. Getting penetration, they come up with a loss. Now it's a big decision. 4th down, as an offensive coordinator, you've been going backwards. What do you call?
Now the offense will spend a timeout here, wanting to come up with the perfect call on this important play coming up. So on 4th down, out trots the place kicker in a very big spot here. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. A solid kick. They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
Return begins inside the 10. Gets it to the 25-yard line, and that's where they start the drive. The Longhorns offense takes the field. Here we go, crucial situation. They've got time to run a few plays. The defense can't just back off here and play too passive. Back to throw. It's Manning. Bringing pressure. He'll just throw that one away to avoid what would have been a sack. Offense needs points quickly here, trying to dial up some explosive plays. Let's see what they've got called. He's back to throw again on 2nd down. Defense is coming after him. Breaking free at the 35. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. The Longhorns looking to run some tempo here. And they quickly spike the football to stop the clock.
No gain on the play.
They'll get set, needing to score quickly now, looking for some big plays right here. 2nd down, they're going to throw it. And he'll just throw it away to avoid the sack.
Now that's going to bring up a critical 3rd down here as we're late into this football game and a drive where they need points. This quarterback's got to take control of this huddle, make sure everybody's on the same page. You have multiple plays that you could go to, whether it's a run or a pass, but you've got...
Looking downfield near the end zone. And it's incomplete. The final drive comes up empty, and the ball game is over. We came in expecting, Kurt, one of the best matchups of the season. In the end, number 1 goes down in a tough battle.
Well, Chris, you and I call these games a lot, and there's always such anticipation, but it's not often that they live up to the hype. You think about the last 5 to 10 years, we've called a bunch of them. This was a great one. I'm just glad we had the pleasure of covering it.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.